Choosing a real estate agent. How to avoid dual agency conflicts. Have you ever wondered what dual agency means and how it could affect your home buying journey? Understanding this concept is essential when you are choosing a real estate agent. Dual agency happens when one agent or brokerage represents both the buyer and the seller in the same transaction. This can lead to conflicts of interest since the goals of buyers and sellers often differ. First, it is important to note that dual agency is legal in most states, but it requires full disclosure and written consent from both parties. This means that both the buyer and the seller must sign forms that explain the situation early in the process. However, some states do not allow dual agency all due to the potential for conflicts. To avoid these conflicts, consider hiring separate agents. When you choose your own exclusive agent, they will work solely for your interests. The buyer's agent focuses on finding the right home and negotiating the best price, while the seller's agent, also known as the listing agent, concentrates on marketing and selling the property. This separation ensures that both parties receive full representation. If you are a buyer and you meet the listing agent at an open house, be cautious. If you decide to work with that agent, they may become a dual agent. Always remember, you have the right to request your own buyer's agent instead. Another important step is to request written disclosure if an agent suggests dual agency. This document should clearly outline the limitations of the agent's ability to advocate for either side. Take the time to read it carefully before making any decisions. You might also want to consider designated agency or transaction brokers. In designated agency, different agents within the same brokerage representing the buyer and seller separately, which can help reduce conflict. Transaction brokers, on the other hand, act as neutral facilitators without full fiduciary duties to either party. Keep in mind that the rules regarding these arrangements can vary by state. It is also wise to ask your agent about their loyalty and duties. Make sure they will prioritize your interests and clarify how they will handle negotiations if dual agency arises. Lastly, if you feel uncomfortable with dual agency or believe your interests are not being fully represented, do not hesitate to walk away. You have the power to decline working with that agent or brokerage. In practical terms, avoiding dual agency conflicts means actively selecting agents who will representing you exclusively. Understanding agency relationships before signing any agreements is key. This approach helps protect your interests during the home buying or selling process and promotes clearer communication and negotiation.